Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. Hello. Caught between a rock and a hard place. I have no choice. I have no choice today but to have a Wendy's pecan salad. After coming back from Las Vegas, I had a somewhat emergency call. So I didn't really sit still last night at home. So I had to spend the night here over my mother's house. So I'm here. I got the TV on. It's 90 some degrees here in the San Gabriel. I got my pecan pomegranate salad here. But this is not my usual video. But what can I say? I like doing videos. I might try. I'm being for real. I can't might try to be for real. This is for real. Uh, Being at home, doing some things for my mom, which she can't really do right now. So I had to spend the night all night. Normally I don't, but I got this together. Now I said I might as well do a live. What else? What did I do? Drop a nut down here somewhere. Yeah, I've been trying to take care of business at the same time as I'm making a mess, dropping stuff on the carpet. I couldn't decide what I wanted to eat today. I did get early enough, did get up early enough to do some chores, wash my clothes, got my hair cut, as you can see. But they say just another day in paradise. This is a pecan salad, chicken, apple, pomegranate, and pomegranate vinaigrette. I didn't get a chance to eat no breakfast. Period. Well, I bought two pomegranate salads, one for my mother and one for me. One thing is on my mind here. I might have to find someone to help because when you go on a trip, Sometimes things don't actually work the way you want to. You wouldn't expect the people you love to do things that they shouldn't be doing. Sometimes they have to. Sometimes they should be waiting until you get back. Then we could finish doing those errands that we said we was going to do together. But it ended up, she jumped the gun, ended up hurting herself. And now I am very concerned. I'm happy everything went okay the way it should. We was in a lot of pain. Me, I just try to stay cool as if I don't care. But I have to be that way. There's too many other things that I gotta handle. Actually, this is probably one of my first mukbangs. Mukbang pecan salad from Wendy. So even though I do some mukbangs that are not live, really they associate mukbang with live situations. Even though I change things around a little bit, now I'm doing a true live mukbang. And of course, I'm using StreamYard for the second time, almost on the road. And I got it tilted horizontally. I had tried to use StreamYard once before, and my driving video, but I can't seem to make it go front and back. And that's probably why I don't use StreamYard that way. I inquired about it a long time ago. I don't think I got the right answer. I hope everyone can hear me out there. I was going to use my earpiece. I decided not to. I had quite a few choices today of where I wanted to go eat, but I thought the best thing to eat would be a salad. That would be best for me and my mother, not a hamburger. Of course, a hamburger would have been great for her, but I thought about getting a chicken sandwich, but a salad was the right thing to do. And at the last minute, when I got to the window, I said, you know what? I haven't had my coffee, so I got this. You know the story. Frosty, frosty coffee, cold brew frosty. I'm kind of glad that things are back to normal because during the pandemic and afterwards a little bit, you had to really make reservations to go get a haircut with sports clips. I never did like doing that. I did it a couple of times during the pandemic aftermath toward the end. And now, just like old times, I just walk on in, put in my number, and get my hair cut. Ooh, frog good. Really good. Even though it's hot here in Southern California, it was actually hotter in Las Vegas. But it was somewhat of a dry heat. You can still walk in. Actually, this heat is almost the same right now, dry heat. But I was glad that it was actually very warm at night, all night long in Las Vegas. So actually, I could have stepped outside on the balcony if I really wanted to. Uh, I did, as always. I stayed at the Cancun Resort, South Las Vegas Boulevard, about a mile from South Point. They also have another resort there called a Polo Tower. They had lost the parking lot. The last time I was at the Polo Tower was about a year ago, and I had to pay like $20 a day because the parking lot used to be free. But now they they are practically all almost finished with the new construction that is in front of the Polo Towers, which used to be the Hawaiian the Hawaiian section. I'm gonna call it the Hawaiian section because it was the beginning of the strip, and I guess some people thought it was run down. But now, as I pass by, you can't see the inside of it. So it must gonna be a big indoor mall. They're doing redoing the parking lot, but I also found out that even if you stay at the Polo Towers, which is part of Diamond Resort, which is right behind the old Hawaiian Gardens. I don't know what they're gonna call this particular establishment, but it's really big. It's valet parking. So what would be more expensive, valet parking or paying $20 a day? I don't know how much valet parking is, but it doesn't matter to me. Valet is paid parking as far as I'm concerned. I never really walked on Palm, Palm. I was gonna say Palm Springs. I I really don't walk on Las Vegas Boulevard much. I haven't walked on Las Vegas Boulevard for many, many years. Now I might walk a block or two because I think the last videos I did last year and the year before that, I mostly just take little short videos about a quarter of a mile each way. I did take some video when I stayed at Resort World. Stayed at Resort World. But the only reason why I don't go into those casinos is because of the paid parking. I still don't go into the paid parking. The only place I go into paid parking is downtown, and usually you get a voucher. So I don't come out with any money at all. So that's the beauty of going downtown. Downtown is never really one of my favorite places because you have to go downtown. But actually, if you want to play and you get your parking vouched, then you can have a great time there. Uh, Boyd Casino, I think it was Boyd, either Boyd Casino or I think it's Main Street Station. Main Street Station. Both of those, Buffalo, both of those hotels or casinos had buffets. So the buffet is still alive and well. But if you go into the bigger hotel, it's going to cost you a whole lot. I think in Main Street, I think that's the name of the place that we played at. The buffets did run from 20 to almost $30, and they do have brunch Monday through Friday, but they have lunch and dinner. It just so happened that I thought about eating a dinner there, but they never did open. I think the dinner wasn't going to open till 6. So I think it's up to them when they want to open and how many people is showing up at the casino to even want to eat in the buffet itself. So, and one thing that is true that I heard that Sunset Casino, I guess where they had a buffet, they had one of the best buffets ever, especially for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, especially breakfast. And now look like they have a gaming center in the buffet area. That's kind of sad, but you know, what can you say? Hey, how you doing, Watford? How you doing? I'm just hanging out here. I'm over my mother's place. She had injured herself. So you know what? I said, let's just do a video. Sometimes I would like to have it structured, but sometimes structure is just not my thing. But I did decide to go to Wendy's and have a great time here. I've never been to London. I would love to go to London. Actually, I could have went like 15 years ago. It's still on my mind. Hopefully, if I'm in good health, I'll probably do both. But I probably actually I would like to do Paris and Great Britain at the same time. Actually, 1 week for each one. But I don't know. But it's good to hear from you. I've been to the Caribbeans, Canada, Mexico. Oh yeah, Wendy's here and okay. But they don't do that well. Well, you know what? That's understandable. You know what? Because sometimes all these American restaurants, yes, I'm talking about restaurants here in America, the ones that started here. When I travel, sometimes, some people who doesn't have their mind open, when I go to places, I want what they have. I really don't want to see a Wendy's, but but I mean, if it's a small town, that's all they got is a Wendy's. It's almost the same here. We used to have a lot of Burger King. Some of them went down, closed up. Uh, so I mean, I'd rather have the food of whatever country I visit. It just to me, it's just more fun. I don't care what it costs. I mean, not too much money, but you know, I don't worry about hamburgers a lot. But if they got good burgers, cause I don't eat hamburgers, but I eat chicken sandwiches, fish sandwiches, stuff like that. Salmon. I love fish. Fish is my favorite. So I wouldn't mind if there wasn't no Wendy's there. In fact, I wouldn't mind if there wasn't no McDonald's there, Jack in the Box, anything else. But I guess if you're starving, and some people, the way I hear it, some people cannot. If they're American and they travel to other countries, I'm not gonna say that mine is not open, but I think that they're just too acculturated to the food that we have here. So like they're used to eating bad food sometimes. So they feel more comfortable if they eat from a fast food franchise. By the way, I think Carl Jr. is going there. Let me see. Hold on. When I travel regularly to the USA, I love Dragon Ball. It was my favorite. Oh man, tell me about it. I used to eat at Jack in the Box all the time. back when I was back when I was in college, back in the 70s. Yeah, I'm an old guy. A lot of Jack in the Boxes had closed between the 70s and the 80s, but what happened was I thought they closed. What they were doing was closing in some areas because a lot of places are closing in some areas and they're moving out. So so you might have a Jack in the Box perhaps like in Southwest or South Central, but then they close for whatever reason, not to trouble or not to anything like that, but they just feel that they should move. And so the one that I was going to back in the 80s and 90s was in Hollywood. So I was going to Jack in the Box a lot in Hollywood. Now I'm going to Jack in the Box along with Burger King, Carl Jr., McDonald's, Wendy's. Um, I was eating Chick-fil-A. I'm not eating too much Chick-fil-A anymore, at least not right now. Uh, but that's my circuit of fast foods. But but Jack in the Box is great food. They're still pretty good. Of course, just like I said before, I don't eat hamburgers, but I eat everything else. I don't eat beef, but I eat the chickens and the fish and the wraps, and of course, I'm eating a salad. I don't know if they have salads there. I don't keep up. Mm. Oh, Jersey Mike. Hey, you know what? I should wear my glasses. What did I do with my glasses? Yeah, I went to Jersey Mike a couple of times. They're okay. Um, it's 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 a little break from Subway. Subway has been my favorite, but I've opened up to Jersey Mike a couple of times. They they're okay. I mean, everyone can't be a Subway or Quiznos. I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't think I ever had a Quiznos. Well, Popeyes have about 10. Oh, Popeyes. Southern cooking. Southern cooking in London. And Taco Bell. Yep, Taco Bell. What about Del Taco? Because actually, back in the day, I believe I did do a small story, but I've heard it from other reputable, uh, I guess, broadcasters or people who do that on TV. Uh, Taco Bell and Del Taco were together when they first started, so I think one of the guys left and started Del Taco. That's a roundabout way of saying it without really getting all into the what to forwards and all that kind of stuff. But I believe they were once one. It was Taco Bell, and then one guy left and formed Del Taco. Now Del Taco is is pretty good. Sometimes they have a lot of stuff to eat. It seemed to be cheaper than Taco Bell, but I used to eat at Taco Bell a lot, but not like I used to. Actually, well, I'm stuttering. Actually, Taco Bell had stopped selling iced coffee for a while. I didn't know that until like a few months ago. But then when I went back, they finally had iced coffee again. But I think the way they make it, I think they need a little bit more practice. Or it could be the people who work there. So, you go to one Bell, they probably don't know how to make it. You go to a Taco Bell down the street, and they can make a perfect iced coffee. I had a, I think I had a grilled cheese once from In and Out. I'm gonna go to In and Out one of these days, but if I ever go to In and Out again, uh, I'm gonna have to be one of the first ones there because every time I pass by one here, it's they're lined up on the road along the sidewalk on the curb. And if you're in the wrong lane, you're gonna be in the in and out lane. I definitely don't wanna be in the in and out lane when I'm trying to go somewhere. See, I love the club sandwich at Jack in the Box, but I asked them to take the bacon off. It's delicious. Yeah, I hear on that bacon. You know, um, I don't like to eat pork bacon either. Not because I'm allergic to it, because I'm not. I just don't eat it because it's pork. Pork bacon tastes good. I mean, it's all good, but I like turkey bacon, chicken bacon if they got it. But I can eat pork bacon. I'm not gonna lie. I still do eat pork bacon when it's bacon chips. And sometimes I'm so hungry, I don't care if the bacon is, I don't care what kind of bacon is on there. Some people don't like tomatoes. Now I don't get that. Well, some people are allergic to it, but to me, tomato is the foundation of any sandwich almost. I love tomatoes, so I don't take the bacon off. I mean, I take the bacon off, but I don't take the tomato off. And onions. Oh man, it's crazy. Now, believe it or not, I can eat a burger if I want to. Because actually, I ate one by accident not too long ago. It tasted just like my turkey burger. I was so hungry. But, a good burger is good when it's got all, hey, a good any burger is good if you got plenty of onions, plenty of tomato. I can eat mine without mustard and ketchup, but sometimes I like barbecue sauce or stir fry sauce on it. Makes it good. Mm. That coffee is great. I didn't have a chance to go to Starbucks this morning. I said I'd save it. Of course, I do try coffee bean and tea leaf every now and then. Toronto sandwich with tomato sandwich. I thought it was Toronto sandwich. I'm not wearing my glasses. Toronto sandwich. I bet you Toronto sandwich would be good with mayonnaise. You know, I never was a mayonnaise eater up until I got to be very grown. Now it doesn't bother me. But I think what happened was mayonnaise, they use sandwich bread. So mayonnaise in itself is not the great taste, but I could eat it. But I prefer sandwich bread or hot mustard for that, or Dijon mustard. I love that. Wow, you worked in St. Louis for 5 years? We often went to Dairy Queen. Are they still in business? I've been trying to find them. I think Dairy Queen is mixed in with some other franchise. Sometimes I see a DQ, but I can't think of which franchise it is. Uh, I can hardly find a Hardee's or any of those other kind of places. Um, Because that's basically ice cream. Uh, I know there are a few Foster's freezers around, but if there is a DQ and I see one, I definitely will broadcast it, or I will let everyone know. Not necessarily broadcast it, but I'll put it on. I'll put it out there. Because actually, I've been trying to find one of those. But I think what it is when they're mixed with another franchise, like I went somewhere it was Taco Bell and Pizza Hut, or Taco Bell. It was like two franchises in one at the same place, uh, two in one. So I'm not sure, but I've been to St. Louis once. I think it's a very nice town. I don't like the John Mustard. I like all the mustards. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like all the mustards, even uh, even hot mustard. Not too hot. Oh no, wasn't they call it spicy mustard? Yeah, the spicy mustard. It's okay. It's just a little stronger. It's got those little things in it. It look like whatever that stuff is that which give it that kind of like a brown texture with the little dots in it and stuff. See, common English mustard will blow your brain. I bet it would. Common Coleman's English mustard. I wonder if they sell that here. Coleman English mustard. There is a lot of stuff that they used to sell back when I was a younger person. Uh, ever since growing up, uh, in Las Vegas, I go to this international market. Uh, you get a discount if you use their card. It's like $15 a year. So when I go to Vegas a couple of times a year, usually from 2 to 4 times a year, just for the heck of it, we always go to the international market. And what you find there is stuff that you don't even see in the United States anymore. Or it's the same product, but they change the packaging and they do all I think, the distributing outside of the United States in other foreign countries. So even though they come here, you don't see it there like who is that? Not Hershey's. Uh, it's a famous brand, but there are a lot of products that you don't see here anymore. You see other companies making the same stuff. And one thing that I noticed when they don't make it here, it's way more expensive at the international market. So when I go there, I'm very selective about what I choose. Uh, they don't even sell bitter lemon here. Bitter lemon is like I call it a soda pop, but like you mix it in with your drink. Well, you can find a bitter lemon by Schweppes. Schweppes sell a lot of water type. products. And I used to see bitter lemon here. Now maybe there are some stores that got bitter lemon here by Schweppes, but in the regular markets, I don't see it anymore. It is expensive. Uh, Schweppes is expensive when you buy it at the international market, and I mean like what's that, like a half gallon or a quart of like tonic water stuff like that costs you like $3 to $5 per bottle. So the bitter lemon costs that much. I bought one bitter lemon. I think it was like 2.35 or somewhere around there. So I only bought one, and I probably drink it straight up. I buy imported USA brands, but it's so wow. It's selling A1 steak. Yep, yep, yep. A1 steak sauce. I believe you. $9 a bottle. One can A&W Big Beer is like three delicious. $3. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So everything is going up. I still don't see how we all get so fat, and I'm not being funny about it. We all fat, whether we're skinny or fat, because of the type of foods we eat. Because it's not the outer appearance I'm talking about; it's the inside, and that's where a lot of us are screwed up. We still eat these products that are very good for, you know, um, heck, you know, I can just imagine what a Coke costs there, a Coca Cola. You know, it's hard to believe that people was actually drinking Coke, not just Coca Cola, but it was Coke, and that's what was in it, and that's true. But Coca Cola survived by redoing whatever they do for chemicals to make Coca Cola what it is. I mean, it's just hard to believe. But yeah, I think a lot of imported brands here is better. Even the imported brands here are sometimes better than what we give to everybody else. Because that's what we go to the international market for, because they sell a lot of vegetables that sometimes you don't see here, but they sell abundantly there. And I'm talking about in Las Vegas too, of all places. About 80%, about 80 pence. So I guess about $1 a can. Yeah, that's about what they pay here. Especially if you get it out of the machine. Like I bought some sodas out of the machine for $1 quarter, but if you go to the hotel, it might cost you $3. Depending on where you work at, you get a discount on the machine. It might cost from $1 to $1.75 up to $2. But depending on what brand it is, it does cost more. Cost a lot more. Boy, that salad hit the spot too. Good old Coca Cola. And I still do drink Coke. Actually, 7 Up is my preferred soda, but every now and then, if I see a bunch of Coke, especially those little bitty cans, I'll drink those right up because I'm thirsty. Or somebody give them to me for free at some kind of potluck. Because someone's always bringing soda pops. or canned sodas to the popular. That could be Coca-Cola, it could be Pepsi, it can be RC, Royal Crown Cola. Did you know Lucky Charms Zero used to be banned here in the UK because of high sugar content? No, but I believe you. I believe you wholeheartedly. Yep, we got products here that are banned everywhere. You know, I mean, America's cool, but it's just like anywhere else. People put in things what they want to put in. Uh, Even though I drink a lot of sweets, I don't drink as much sweets as most people drink. Uh, my sweet tooth is basically in iced coffees. I've cut back a lot on the frappuccinos. I cut back a lot, and I cut back on a lot of sodas. So I still drink a soda here and there, but I don't drink sodas like everyone else drinks sodas, especially if it's caffeine. Most people would drink Cokes for the caffeine, but luckily I'm not a Lucky Charms eater though. I taste them. I'm not a Lucky Charms eater. Cereals have really cost these days. They got those fat boxes of cereal. I still think it's a rip off, but I eat Life cereal and Wheaties. Those are my favorites. Life, Wheaties, Raisin Brands, and some of the other non-sweet flakes, corn flakes or bran. Thank God for food that we always have something to talk about. Food can be talked about every single day of the year. You can never get tired of it because we all need food. We all need the nourishment in order to survive. Thank God for that. Oh, 10 p.m. All right, Watford. Hey, you take care of yourself. I'm going to get off of here in a little bit. Glad talking to you. See you later. And tell London hello. Thumbs up. Thank you. Well, I'm going to end this video right now. It is 2:08 in the p.m. in Southern California, San Gabriel, Pasadena. How about Ontario? Rancho Cucamonga, Rialto, San Bernardino, Riverside, Malibu, Santa Monica, Glendale, Burbank, and of course, Los Angeles, Culver City, Rosemead. I'm sure I'm going to leave some cities out, but I'll see you in my next video, folks. Have a great day. And of course, in London, great evening. See you guys soon. Hopefully, I have something more important to talk about. But I like this type of video. I would like to do more of these. That's why I got involved in it because I can break out of my shell. I'm always a quiet person, but why am I quiet? Well, maybe people just don't talk. But then this way, you can always express yourself. If you wasn't able to express yourself when you was younger, you can express yourself now. We all shy, but if there's always something to talk about, whether you're shy or not shy, whether you're introvert or extrovert, I'm always here. See you later, folks. Have a great one. Peace out.